announced the ordering of 11 new warships. They've got a $10 billion purchase decision to make. It's come down to a choice between Japanese or German-built frigates for our Navy. Now, the former Japanese ambassador to Australia is pushing the PM to let Japan build the warships, which some experts say is a good idea. After all, they are in our region as opposed to Germany in Europe. But the Japanese option is not without its pitfalls. Just talk us through the decision the government has to make here.
Well, I think it's be a very good idea for Australia to strongly consider going with the Japanese Mogami frigates. Now, they're tried and tested, and we know that the Japanese are given their culture, are very true to their word. So they will deliver something that they have signed their name to on time and on budget. And they are also one of our strongest partners in a very unstable region as we move towards, unfortunately, more conflict in the world rather than less. And I think we should be looking at somebody like Japan as opposed to, a German partner halfway around the world, when we've got a very strong, good allied partner, Japan, sitting right here in our region that understands what our needs are and who has a track record of delivering on time and on budget. And in fact, had we not taken that stupid decision of cancelling the Japanese submarines, we would be operating their Japanese submarines as we speak. Instead, we have almost nothing in the water. So I think this is something that the Albanese government should absolutely consider and do it sooner than later.
So what's the counter-argument, though? Why wouldn't they go with the Japanese option? Why would they go Germany rather than Japan?
Well, because the Germans have the same design as the Anzac frigate that we've been operating for decades. And so they think that there's some less risk because we're going with a similar design that we've already used. But look, I'm not entirely sold on that. The Japanese frigate, multi-role frigate, is already operating. It's already produced, and we're well aware of their quality and the fact that they deliver when they say they're going to deliver.
Lincoln, just quickly before we run out of time, I want to ask you about the Albanese government agreeing to send more resources to the Solomon Islands to help with their police force. Clearly, this is about combating the influence of China in the Solomon Islands. Some of us, I suppose, could be a bit cynical and say, gee, why are we sending more resources and money there? They've already made their choice, it seems, to partner with China. Or is this a very important thing for Australia to keep doing, not just with the Solomon Islands, but with other Pacific Island partners?
No, James, it's an absolute stuff-up. That is what it is. What essentially Prime Minister Albanese and Penny Wong are doing is they're in an alliance of sorts with China to prop up a very unpopular regime in the Solomon Islands instead of doing something useful like providing Honiara with a hospital. Now, the hospital currently in Honiara is in dire straits, and if Australia did something smart and actually useful for the people in the Solomon Islands, then that's how we would win back hearts and minds and influence with the people who are no friends of the current government, who, as you say, have moved towards China. But what Albanese and Wong are doing are actually helping the Chinese and the Solomon Islands government against an unpopular regime in Honiara. It absolutely makes no sense.
Great point. Great point. Lincoln Partner, thank you for joining me tonight. I appreciate it.